Hey folks, I'm Serious JG, and welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 13 Hero Mode. For those of you watching these as I update them, upload them, I've taken quite a long break from this game while I played through Ninja Gaiden. So, last episodes of Ninja Gaiden might not be up when this goes up, but I have finished Ninja Gaiden, and I'm back to playing this game. Long break, complicated game. And I'm picking up the next Zhuge Liang Hero Mode when the last one was a positive nightmare. What could possibly go wrong? As we return to Let's Play Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13 Hero Mode. It's a thing, folks. It's checking my DLC, and we'll watch the intro movie because we haven't watched the intro movie in a very long time. I think. Anyway. But yeah, no, this is my normal Ninja Gaiden LPing time. So as we're loading the game, I keep thinking, it's not a Team Ninja game, but that's probably why we won't see quite as much cleavage. A Ko Shibusawa production from his historical simulation series. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit because I'm on that same irritating setup where I have to listen to the game sounds on my TV speakers. So I don't want it picking up in my commentary track. And Lu Bu's always going to feature. Poor Zhang Fei doesn't get as much love in this one. He's the one who called out Lu Bu for that big fight. I mean, there he is, after all. This is the scene with the fatal four-way match between the three brothers and Lu Bu. Zhao Yun and little... shu-han there. And we got Jared, man. Getting beaten up by Zhang Fei. I guess he does get a lot of love in this one. We're not seeing a whole lot of the Wei officers. We'll see Cao himself, I'm sure. I can never remember. I don't know if that's Yan Liang or Wen Shou getting murdered by Guan Yu there, but Xiao Chan gets her little moment. She shows up in pretty much every intro. Cao does, of course. Schwan, hey Schwan. We can see any Sun Tzu stuff, did we? There's Zhou Yu. We knew that Kong Meng would be showing up. Quite a few of those guys don't get hero modes, oddly enough. Yeah, I really enjoyed the hero mode. I wish they did more of these as like DLCs or something, but it appears they, it very much feels like their DLCs were ready to go when the game was released, which is a shame. And that they're not actually coming out with anymore. They're hard at work on the new Dynasty Warriors game, which is apparently going to be open world. I really don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I'm kind of getting a bit tired of everything needs to be open world now. As somebody who's a casual gamer who has a job and plays games when I have time to play games, I kind of don't mind the old-fashioned game as a fairly self-contained thing that you play through and enjoy and then play something else. Way off on a tangent here already. So it's hero mode time. It's been a while. I hope you guys are still invested. I hope that at least some of you guys enjoyed watching me play through Ninja Gaiden, although I do seem to have a pretty, for my humble channel, sizable number of people who just like to tune in for the strategy games and don't care about the other stuff I do, which is fine. So for you guys, I'm sure you're pleased that I'm back and ready to play the Sleeping Dragon Ascends Zhuge Liang. Zhuge Liang was losing his patience. His body was becoming weaker with each day, his life seeping away. And yet the northern campaign bore no fruit. It was clear that if it was to fail, there would be no future for shu-han. Yet a formidable enemy, Simo Yi, stands in the way. A flame is burning, and I didn't read fast enough. Damn it. I can't read fast enough to keep up with Zhuge Liang's text, and he's known for taking his time when he speaks. A flame is burning quietly. A flame is burning quietly Zhuge Liang's eyes. Well, Zhuge Liang, you should move your face away from that flame. That can't be good. Maybe just a DLC where they correct some of the translation errors. A flame is burning quietly, Zhuge Liang's eyes. Though that has absolutely nothing on Guan Yu's Euro mode description being a discussion of Zhang Fei. So, yeah. Or, that's the worst. Second worst has to be, Jun Yu, Might of the Wu. Because I spent the entire campaign waiting for it to be this plot twist where Jun Yu is suddenly fighting against the Southland, and it never happened. It was just that they got the fucking name wrong. Anyway. I would say that if I hadn't actually checked online for some strategic help, this is the one where I would have been the most thoroughly fucked. War God Under Siege. But not too far off in terms of difficulty. Alliance at Chirby gives you no freaking time to breathe. You have to use every second you're allotted to do exactly what the game wants you to do to win. And you can't second guess what that is or come up with any alternate strategies at all. That being said... That was a Zhuge Liang campaign where Zhuge Liang pulled out a brilliant victory in the face of long odds. Sleeping Dragon Ascends is the tale of Zhuge Liang's failed efforts to, after the death of Liu Bei, defeat Wei and restore shu-han. So if, like, the brilliant Zhuge Liang couldn't pull this off, then I'm probably pretty royally fucked. Although maybe the game will give me a little leeway. The only one that I thought would be even worse and more difficult than this is Zhang Wei's, even more, just, again, an impossible task. But I happen to have found out that the Zhang Wei one goes a little bit off script and is more of like a fantasy scenario. Whereas Zhuge Liang's is the last of the ones where you're basically confined to doing what you could do within history. So Zhang Wei's might be kind of interesting and exciting, and it feels a little bit like open-ended. From what I saw of catching a little bit of somebody else playing it. Zhuge Liang, on the other hand, this is just going to be brutal. This will begin the Sleeping Dragon Ascends. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Erase memory of hero mode from mankind's consciousness? Yes. Zhuge Liang, Prime Minister of Shu, also known as Sleeping Dragon, agreed to serve Liu Bei after Liu Bei visited him 3 times. Showed brilliance in diplomacy and domestic policy, campaigned north 5 times. They do not give you enough time to read that stuff. After Liu Bei's death, Zhuge Liang went on a military excursion in the south, succeeding in subjugating Meng Huo, the non-Mon king. Or maybe it's Meng Huo. Yeah, it's Huo. What am I talking about? With the flank secured, Zhuge Liang visited Liu Bei's successor and his master. It wasn't Zhuge Liang, or Liu Bei's master, but anyway. And look at that portrait. Ugh. This is the guy he's working for, and this is kind of the underlying flaw. Sorry, Chinese Confucianists, but this is the underlying flaw of this whole novel, is that the most brilliant men, your morality system required them to work for idiots. Zhuge Liang visited Liu Bei's successor and his master, Liu Shan, to deliver a famed speech. And this actually is still a pretty famous oration. Well, it's not an oration, it was a letter he wrote. But you can read the treatise of, I forget what it's actually called, but it's... You can actually still find translations of Zhuge Liang's letter to Liu Shan requesting permission to campaign against Cao Wei, because by this point, Shu-han was established as its own kingdom, and there were plenty of people in Shu's government who just wanted to strengthen border defenses and just rule 1/3 of China, for as long as they could. And Zhuge Liang had to, fight against these people to maintain the cause of Liu Bei, which was to reunite all of China under the Han banner. Your loyal retainer, Zhuge Liang, humbly speaks to his liege. The previous emperor... Sorry, voice actress. The previous emperor passed away while in the process of his great works. The land is divided in 3, and Shu is exhausted. We are in dire straits. Love struck Romeo on the streets of Serenade, below with the love song that in me. Dire straits.
然而，侍卫大臣在皇宫内毫不懈怠，忠诚有志的将士在战场上舍生忘死。
Yet the retainers of your court still carry out their duties with utmost loyalty, and warriors in far lands fight even now.
这都是追念先帝对他们的特殊待遇。 想要报答给陛下。
This is because each and every one of them remembers their debt to your father, and wish to repay it through fulfilling your will.
诸葛亮语重心长地向尚且年幼的刘禅说明了天下的形势和刘备的遗德是多么珍贵，
I don't know why I'm reading in English after the Chinese narration's over, but
是多么重要。
this whole thing, having it sometimes be voice acted and sometimes not, has really thrown me off. But Zhuge Liang gently explains to the young Liu Shan the state of the land, the example Liu Bei had left behind, and the importance of those who ran the
此
state.
外，为了实现刘备所追求的理想之事，他还主张立即出兵，与魏国展开对决。
Furthermore, he suggested they deploy the army against Wei immediately to bring about the ideal world Liu Bei
陛
wished
下
for.，
如今正是决断之时。
Now, my liege, is the time for your decision.
为了讨伐魏国的逆贼们，就请将北伐的大任交给我吧。
Please order me to go north to slay the Wei usurpers. I'm probably supposed to know who that guy on the left is. I'm not 100% sure. On the right, I believe, are supposed to be Wei Yan and Zhao Yun.
虽然我才疏学浅，但定会
Might be
竭尽
Ma
所
Su
能
on the left.
平定中原，实现复兴汉室的夙愿。
Making the most use of my modest talents, I will cleanse the central plains and restore the Han court at last. Zhuge Liang's speech both showed his loyalty to Liu Bei and his desire for a northern campaign. However, once in the north, Sima Yi's forces proved to be too powerful, leaving Zhuge Liang unable to succeed in his task. Failure after failure in the north only exhausted the Shu further. Exhausted the Shu, wore out the soul. Draining the army's morale. Time goes by. The soul of the Shu. Time, a force that treats all equally, a cruel force that spared no one. That's how it was. It spared no one. Nowadays, of course, we can defy time.
我有一个事情想说。
We lack the provisions to march north. We won't be able to deploy immediately, especially with the soldiers' morale as low as it
那
is.
样断言太过轻率了。
Let us not make any hasty decisions. The Wei will not expect us to attack, and we will take advantage of that. Truly?
在下有一计，
Hurry and gather provisions for the army. We capture the frontline city of Wuduo and work on our next plan from there. Gather our forces. I will tell them our plans. As you will. Did you see my impatience? My worry? Yet, I have no time. I must hurry.
我并没有看错天象。
My reading of the stars was not incorrect then. Oh no, he's got like super astrology power, so he knows he's going to die. And that is a big piece of what's going on in those sort of the last 20% of the novel or so. Is Zhuge Liang's knowledge that he will not live and his desperate efforts to put Shu in a position where they can defeat Wei before he dies. Like, up to and including, like, really specific plots to try to remove Sima Yi from authority in Wei, because he knows that Sima Yi is one of the people who's competent to block Shu. And Sima Yi, despite being portrayed as, like, the evil opposite of Zhuge Liang, including in age in some of the Dynasty Warriors games, he's a much younger man than Zhuge Liang at that time. Well, I guess it's about any point where they were both alive, Sima Yi was younger, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, this is going to be fucking nasty because we're going to have to do domestic stuff perfectly and military stuff perfectly. So we need to increase our territory's farms, gather supplies, and hurry to conquer Wudo. So first thing I want to do is save, so that if I fail this utterly and need to start from scratch, we don't need to worry about watching all the cinematics again. Because I anticipate, I'm not calling it, but that's a real possibility that we'll reach a point where I realize, okay, we committed full bore to something that isn't going to work, and now we got to get out. So I am not remembering a lot of the controls here. Confirm topic. Our final objectives need to be completed by 234 AD, and I don't know. Complete our tasks and conquer the north. So I don't know how many cities we're going to be asked to conquer before this is over. I could go and like flip through either the novel or like somebody's summation of the novel and see how far did Zhuge Liang advance before he was forced to retreat due to the political machinations of their forces back in Chengdu. including Hang Huao, the lead eunuch, who are plotting against Zhuge Liang, whispering into the ear of Liu Shan and undermining everything. And ultimately, the way the novel paints it, I'm guessing if we take Wudu and Tian Shui, that probably would, because there was a battle. Tian Shui was a battle in the Dynasty Warriors games that you are expected to win as the Shu forces. They never took Chang'an. I suppose we might be asked to take Anding. Either way, there's 80,000 troops in Wudu. And I don't know which cities we can actually control. Okay, we can deploy out of Zhetong. We cannot deploy out of... Why isn't there like a district map or something? It's been long enough that I don't remember all the controls. I apologize. Here we go. Let's look at districts. So, yep, we got 2 districts. Essentially, the Zhuge Liang district is just these 2 cities. So we have only Hanzhong. So we are the king of Hanzhong. But we've only got Hanzhong and Zhetong to work from. All these other cities in Shu are not ours to control. Which, if nothing else, it simplifies things. I know what I've got to work with. I'm not going to be allowed to do much with anything else. How many officers we got here? 16. 17 up here. Don't know how much we're expected to get done with Zhetong. And just in a general sense, our assignment is capture Wuduo. And as you see, our supplies are like 500. We don't have enough supplies to even march. Neither does that city. I could give out more instructions. I still have orders to give. So do we have a governor in Zhetong? We do. I don't hold the district council. So I guess I will personally improve farming. Wait, how do I change that city's assignment? That might be something I can only change during, Well, I guess I better change the assignment here to improve foods. I'm going to make a proposal. I'm going to propose strong domestic. And I'm going to accept my own proposal. Then I can go do a city council
我愿意接受。
诸位，
我有话要说。我有一个好主意。
I'm gonna propose even more food than you proposed. Oh, did he actually go for... I guess he did go for 2,000.
果然变成了这样啊！
Wang Ping's proposal seems challenging and very similar to what I was going to propose, but would be of great value if successful. Simon Fujitong has developed strong domestic. We must all strive to see it done. Okay, so now I've set everyone towards auto working on food, so hopefully that will affect the orders that my counselors give. And my domestic minister is not really all that hot. Have I got somebody who can give 2 orders? He's a war guy. But my war minister gives 2 orders. He's got governance of 84. If I replaced him with this guy, he's got governance of 90. So there's no particular reason not to use him. Which is good because it gives us more people ordering people to do farming stuff. I'm going to do everything I can to create a good harvest. I'm praying for a healthy battle. So I'm going to go for orchard, and I'm going to go for full mobilization. And I'm going to work with my buddy Madai, who gives me all sorts of bonds and shit.
没问题，遵命。
开始吧。
And I don't know, I don't remember, do we have to,
报告。
wants to improve culture. Oof. I want farming, but at the same time, if we don't improve culture, we can't improve our, I think we'll reach a point where we have to build the cities up once more, right? I don't know if there's time to fuck around with culture.
好吧。
I'll approve for now.
报告。
好吧。
我有一个事情想说。
好吧。
Commerce might be maxed. I don't know. Like, we will need more money though. But I'm thinking if we get culture up to 2,000, we can boost the city size one more time. That might be necessary. This, on the other hand, is a good idea.
好吧。
Oh, but I gotta remember, I'm looking at one city. There's
这
actually
样
2.
可以吗？
Spear proficiency. I don't know that they're gonna get any better. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have them doing something.
这样可以吗？
好吧。
Give Guan Yinping something to do. Better commerce will also give us the ability to buy more. So, ooh, man, look at all the money. Oh, that's Zhuge Liang's personal money, not the city's money. Money sure doesn't seem to stay in one place. Our gold is fairly high in Hanzhong. I want to take a moment to look at Zhetong. Doesn't have a lot of supplies either. I have a feeling that we'll be sending everything from Jitong to Hanzhong and actually invading from here. But we clearly don't have enough to do what we need to do here.
果然变成了这样啊。
So that was pretty good. He wants help, but I think I'm better off doing more farming. Nobody that I really would work all that well with is here. But Zhao Tong gives me an effect of 5, so...
开始吧。
Advance, fall back, don't slack off. You bums. Weyon achieved expectations.
这样可以吗？
Yeah, patrolling, that's what I want you to do.
好吧。
Is that who I think it is?
真是
I
风
know
和
your
日
face.
丽
What
啊
a pleasure to run into you. Yay, our report. I'm not going to be able to help you with patrolling the city way on. Get real.
果然变成了这样啊。
And now I feel like it's time to work on culture. All I needed 200 to begin with. 264 is plenty. Want to thank Zhuge Liang is thanked by being given some alcohol. How high up can I get culture?
开始吧。
3 shift system. Get the same guy to help me out.
没有问题。
I think we got to boost culture at least once to raise the limit on our farming to where it gets really impressive. And then we'll need to wait for at least one. Ooh, Hanzhong has successfully fulfilled the assignment. So our farming is going to be capped for a while. I guess I could get somebody patrolling while I get the culture up. That's
我来
Guanjing.
传授你。
好的。 我有一个想法。
Thriving markets are good. Go ahead and raise a little more cash. Because, yeah, we gotta increase our culture too, or we can't get the farming to go up anymore, and I'm almost positive we have not done enough with farming. Bao Sang Zhang is gonna help out. That's nice.
好吧。
She's like the little adorable cat girl character in Dynasty Warriors. So hopefully the combined efforts on culture will get us up high enough that we can go back to working on farming.
我收到了报告。
Inquiry on what facility to build in Hangzhong's farm has arrived from the governor, Liu Huao. So we can do a great farm, which governs experience and allows us to buy provision. Granary is probably the best. Although actually buying provisions isn't a bad idea. We already have the orchard. Granary would allow us to really boost it quickly, though.
这也算是雄才大略。 果
Then I
然变
might
成了
regret
这样
that, though. We failed? Damn. was disappointing.
没有问题，开始吧。
So Zhuge Liang spending the money like water. We have yet to get a harvest in.
我有一个事情想说。
By all means, patrol, because that will give us more troop counts.
我要献策。
好吧。我有一个事情想说。好吧。
Got as much bond with him as we're going to get. And I'll call it a video here as soon as we get culture up to 2,000 and get to expand the city, I guess. And hopefully, evildoers will never escape heaven's judgment.
果然变成了这样啊！
Well, there we go. So we will not be allowed to advance some of those things anymore until we expand our city. So it might be time to hold another city council and tell XIII to work on their culture or something. I don't know. Don't know if I'm handling this perfectly, but I don't know that we've got a lot of flexibility at the start. We've got to build up our cities domestically and then start stomping people. So hopefully we haven't screwed things up so poorly that we can't recover. At any rate, I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time as we continue the uphill struggle it is trying to defeat Wei with a dying Zhuge Liang in Romance of Three Kingdoms 13.